popular vote, right? And so she was pretty confident that she was going to break the glass ceiling at Jacob Javits. But wow, it was a total surprise. But I guess this time, Donald Trump, 8 years later, is pretty confident that he's going to win.
Yeah, but it's very tight this time.
It is very tight.
The question is, how long will it take to know the winners?
Yes.
Election day in the U.S. is now often considered as election week, as each state follows its own rules and practices for counting ballots, not to mention the legal challenges that can delay the results. But the truth is, nobody knows until now how long it will take the winner to be announced this time. So in 2020, the Associated Press declared President Joe Biden the winner on Saturday afternoon, 4 days after the polls closed. But even then, the AP called North Carolina for Trump 10 days after Election Day, and Georgia for Biden 16 days later after hand recounts.
Right.
But 4 years earlier, the 2016 election was decided just hours after most polls closed. But now, this time, both campaigns believe the race is extremely close across the 7 swing states that are expected to decide the election. So, barring a major surprise, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, the size of the map and the tightness of the race make it so hard to predict when a winner could be declared.
Yeah, I mean, definitely this is also play a role in the demographic gap, right? And in America, we know there are many races. It could, with the white and Black American, we also have the Hispanic, we have the AAPI, the Asian American Pacific Islander. That plays a big, huge role. And also the key issues right now where people, especially the Americans, they're really concentrating, of course, there's the war. We know that the students had led a lot of protests in regards to ceasefire. But cost of living, the economy right now, I mean, even my brother and my sister have been calling like, God, the gas right now in California is so significant. Housing is very significant. I mean, if you think that maybe like we just bought our house 3 years ago where we bought about this equivalent of money, you cannot buy that particular house right now, right?
Really?
So it's the cost of money, definitely. And you have the Roe v. Wade, abortion rights. There are some other key issues that becomes the immigration, and that's one for sure. But in regards to Roe v. Wade, we know that in 2020, 57% of women came to the ballot box, to cast their votes. And right now, one of the candidates is a female figure. So we just hope that all the female and also all the men would come out and cast their vote, and we still have that 5% undecided voters who still cannot decide will play a significant role in choosing who is going to lead the Oval Office as the President of the United States.
All right, guys. So
very exciting.
For that. Okay, now it's time for our first break, but we will be back with more news from around Indonesia. So stay tuned, only on the C Morning Show.
You're watching C3 Updates with me, Indra Marfal.
The latest from Indonesia and the world.
Over 200,000 Palestinians working without jobs.
Presented in an accurate,
expected to reach 4.95 meters.
Timely and up-to-date manner.
Democrat Tim Walz and Republican J.D. Vance run after each other's running mates on Tuesday.
Only on C3 Updates every Monday to Friday at 2 and 4 p.m. What's happening now?
President Prabowo Subianto and Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka that took their oaths of office at the Parliament building earlier today.
Exclusive interviews and all the latest in entertainment.
Don't talk only about the money, but you talk about the timing.
Spice up your afternoon with a variety of up-to-date information.
Buenos Aires, Argentina, where Liam Payne passed away on Thursday.
Don't miss it, the 3-hour news show every day at 5 p.m.
I'm starting my journey old style on this beautiful traditional beluga sailboat. There's no wind to sail this time, Abea. Hello. Hi.
When I found these guys, it's like Noah's Ark back here.
Since I was young, I had an intense desire to discover the world around me. This is my first time driving in South America. That hasn't changed, just the level of adventure. Now, every journey has a purpose. And each time I venture out to explore new destinations around the globe, as a biggie under there. I am following my travel quest.
I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big venture, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tristan Hansen. In this video, we will be exploring I have a new video coming up tonight, so I have to make sure everything is ready, but this has been a great trip.
Folks, welcome back to the program, and we have our local updates in this segment, and we begin our first story with the Metro Jaya Police Violent Crime Unit Sub-Directorate recently revealed the roles of 3 Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry officials who are involved in an online gambling case.
The authorities have named 15 suspects, 11 of whom are Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry officials, while 4 others are civilians.
Additionally, the ministry said that they have blocked more than 227,000 online gambling sites to date. And they also urged Google, YouTube, TikTok, and X to collaborate in blocking online gambling sites.
The Metro Jaya Police Violent Crime Unit Sub-Directorate continued to investigate online gambling case involving the Indonesian Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry. They recently determined 15 suspects, 11 of whom are Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry officials. This was revealed after raids were carried out at an office in South Bekasi, East Java, and at the ministry office in Jakarta.
Setelah dilakukan pengembangan, maka ditemukan adanya keterlibatan daripada oknum pegawai daripada Kemendigi atau Kementerian Digital yang membantu agar website yang dikelola oleh para pemilik website judi online untuk tidak diblokir. Kemudian, penyidik melakukan pengembangan dan berhasil melakukan penangkapan terhadap 15 orang pelaku, termasuk melakukan penggeledahan terhadap kantor satelit di Ruko Galaksi di daerah Bekasi Selatan.
The perpetrators have been detained at the Metro Jaya Regional Police Penitentiary and are being intensively examined to determine whether there is any involvement of other parties in this case. Meanwhile, the Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry, along with related institutions, continue to eradicate online gambling. Communication and Digital Affairs Ministry Information and Communication Director General Rabu Revolusi said that the ministry have blocked 227,811 online gambling sites. That is equivalent to 93% of the total content taken down. He also added that the ministry also urged Google, YouTube, TikTok, and X to collaborate in blocking online gambling sites.
Untuk hari ini adalah bahwa sejak pelantikan tanggal 20 Oktober hingga sekarang 4 November 2024 atau 16 hari ini kami telah melakukan proses pemblokiran terhadap 227.811 konten atau item yang memiliki kaitan dengan judi online.
Additionally, he hopes that consistent effort can protect the public from becoming exposed to online gambling and actively create a safe, secure, and positive digital environment. See Today continues reporting from Jakarta.
Angka ini tentunya cukup besar.
And to add a little bit on this,
yes.
the Coordinating Minister for Political and Security Affairs, Budi Gunawan, informed that the government has devised several strategies to eliminate online gambling practices in Indonesia. So basically, he actually gathered a team as well, which is led by the Chief of the National Police, General Listio Sigit Prabowo, and the other 6 work units include the Regional Head Election Desk, Smuggling Prevention Desk, Drug Abuse Eradication Desk, Coordination Desk for Boosting Foreign Exchange, Corruption Prevention Desk, and Desk of Cybersecurity and Data Protection. So basically, this is coordination including the Communication Digital Affairs, Foreign Affairs Minister Sugiono as well, Defense Deputy Minister and Attorney General Sanitya Burhanuddin, and National Armed Forces Commander General Agus Subianto. So basically, this is a one-pack team to eradicate this problem, basically.
Super important because I think some months ago there was research that was done how online gambling has affected even marriages in Indonesia. Because I know for sure there's one case, like one of the people that I know, the husband suddenly just ran away, left the family because he was involved in online gambling. He had a lot of debt, and then he tried to close that debt by going to, what do you call that, peer-to-peer lending?
Yes.
You know, like online lending, right? And then he couldn't pay for it. He just ran away, and the wife... Pinjol. And then the wife ended up paying off the debt, and then he just ran away, which was very sad, by the way, but that's how it has affected families in Indonesia.
Not only weddings, though, because right now there's a lot of these online gambling sites. Are, you know, how they were designed into like a game? Children.
No kidding.
Children would sometimes fall upon that, and they didn't know that it was actually a gambling site because they were thinking, oh, it's games, right? Because you have a lot of these free online games that they can really just, you know, they can tap on their tabs and their gadgets and they can play around. And then after that, that's where it becomes really dangerous.
How does it work, actually, Kay? I mean,
it's like a pop-up link through their any website.
Their device, right? Any free websites, right? Usually they would just pop up.
Right.
And then, but when children get access to it, with online gambling, you need to have a certain amount of money to actually gamble, right?
Sometimes they do it for free. So they'll let you play first. Yeah, they'll let you play first. I mean, this is how gambling is. If we go to a casino, I mean, yes, we need to pay, you know, for the chips. But these are actually, you know, for them to, they really want these, whoever that's on their website or that gambling on site, to really enjoy their time. I mean.
And then do the children ask for the money from the parents or what?
Of course, but it's easy, right? Like, you add my e-wallet or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes online games, they do need to have some of their like points. So like my kids would sometimes, Mommy, can we go to like the convenience store because I want to buy, you know, to purchase for them to play one of the online games.
Right.
And they need it. So then if we parents are not very diligent enough to see what kind of games we're playing, we just thought, okay, these children are just playing the online games, you know, that's online. We never knew that it was going to be a gambling online.
So that's how they got the money. So I guess the moral of the story is, parents, you need to know what kind of games or online games your children are playing.
Ditto on that.
Just to make sure that they're not actually gambling at a very young age. Not good. Anyways, another thing going on in Indonesia, the East Flores administration in East Nusa Tenggara has recently decided to impose a 58-day emergency response status following the eruption of the Lewotobi Laki-Laki mountain.
The emergency response status started on November 4th and will remain in place until December 31st, 2024. It was implemented to allow disaster mitigation coordination between the Regency with the provincial and central administrations.
The decision to impose the emergency response status was taken based on a letter from the acting East Flores Regent, which said that disaster mitigation efforts should utilize government budget.
The 3-month-long emergency response status is crucial in disaster mitigation efforts. Authorities might also extend the duration should additional disaster mitigation efforts are needed.
Jadi dengan
dikeluarkannya penetapan status tanggap darurat yang berlaku selama 58 hari terhitung sejak tanggal 4 November sampai tanggal 31 Desember 2024 ini, maka dapat dikolaborasikan antara pemerintah pusat, pemerintah provinsi maupun pemerintah kabupaten dalam rangka penanggulangan dampak bencana dengan anggaran dari APBN, APBD 1 maupun APBD 2. Nanti kalau misalnya di dalam masa tanggap darurat 3 bulan pertama ini belum cukup, maka akan kita bisa lanjutkan ke tanggap darurat berikutnya. Jadi keputusan ini penting, ya, keputusan ini penting agar segala upaya yang dapat kita kerjakan dapat dikerjakan. Ya.
Coordinating Minister of Human Resources Development and Culture, Pratikno, recently said that various government instances are actively working on mitigating the effects of Mount Lewatobi's eruption.
Aid in the form of tents, food, and medicine still continues to stream to the area. Hence, the ministry is also set to open the routes for logistic food and medicine distribution as affected areas remain hard to access. Additionally, 4 airports remain unavailable.
The minister also plans to conduct a coordinating meeting with other government instances to discuss post-disaster measures such as infrastructure and housing construction.